Hi, welcome everyone. If you can find your seats, we're going to get started in about a minute. Thank you all for coming out tonight, or this afternoon. So welcome, my name is Sally El-Sadek, and on behalf of the Monmouth Center for World Religion and Ethical Thought, I'd like to welcome you to the annual United We Sing event. And usually my mother, Esma Mahmoud, would be here, and she's with us in spirit, but in body she is in Egypt with our family. So she sends her love to all of you, and thank you all for coming out. So, I guess a few things that she wanted me to share with you. As you know, we have Thanksgiving coming up, and then on Tuesday, November 5th, was the beginning of the Muslim New Year, and on Sunday, November 3rd, was Diwali, the Jain and Indian celebrations of light and New Year. So, this event is intended to bring people of all faiths together so that we can express our gratitude and in our various faith traditions and share that with one another. And before we get started, we'd all like to thank everyone who helped make today's program a reality. The 2013 United We Sing Planning Committee, Mary Carol Day, Liz Congdon, Stevie Lishan, Lynn Dash, Ari Jane, Patty White, Christine Bonacco, Georgette Thomas. Thank you all for all the work that you did today. And then there are many, many others who have helped today: Robert Bruno, Paul Newland, Chris Jaroka Ernst, Audio Sound System, and so many more that I honestly can't name them all. But almost, I would say that a good percentage of people that are here today were involved either in planning or in getting the word out or actually performing themselves or helping to set up, bringing food. And that's the beautiful thing. And to me, that's one of the most amazing parts about this evening is that not only do we get together and get to enjoy the pleasure of watching different people perform, whether it's music, dance, singing, reading poetry, but also that we get to work together and to make something like this happen and become a reality and share this experience with one another, almost on a day-to-day basis in the days leading up to it. So that's an amazing part of it. I'd also like to thank all of the performers. I know people have worked really hard. We have new performers this year, and we have many of the performers who've been with us for the past few years coming back to share their traditions with us again. So I'd like to just take another moment to say thank you to all of you for being here tonight, for all the effort that you put into making tonight happen, and for just sharing your energy and your presence with one another and with me. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you all. And then I have a few quick announcements. There's a few events coming up. Sunday, December 15th, a day of ethics and understanding. This is going to be an interfaith panel discussion hosted by the Monmouth Center for World Religions and Ethical Thought. And that will be in Manalapan at the Monmouth County Library headquarters. There's also a three faiths dialogue. Will be Wednesday, November 20th, Wednesday, December 11th, and February 18th, which is a Tuesday, and these will be at 3 different locations. We have flyers for these events in the community center, so when we're done tonight and we go to eat, you can pick those up. And then there's also a package here with some like-minded organizations throughout New Jersey in case you'd like to get more information about that. A couple other announcements for the performers. After the program is over and everybody's been let out, please come, whoever is leading the performers here, if you're out here, please tell your performers to come back so we can take a group photo of everyone. And then the last item is when we go to eat, please try not to take your food into the classrooms. Keep it in the community center. And this is just because there's a nursery school that comes here tomorrow morning and there's no one to clean up that space for them. So if you could do that, it would be much appreciated. And with that, I'd like to give you Liz. Thank you all. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Sally. Okay. May this be a time of joy for all of us. May it be an opportunity for us to listen and to hear one another. May it turn strangers into friends. May this be an opportunity for making connections on a deeper level, one with another. I'd like to thank the board of the Monmouth Center for World Religions and Ethical Thought for their leadership and their vision. And so to identify us and ask us any questions, I'm going to invite the board members to stand so you can see who they are. Many of them at the moment are in the kitchen. So, here are a few great. We invite you to check out our website, www.interfaith-mcwret.org. Lots of information is on the website, past events, upcoming events. And we invite you to become a friend of the Monmouth Center. A simple application is available at the table and will be in the community room as well, along with the brochures and the flyers about the upcoming programs that Sally mentioned. We'll have a basket out there, and any donations will be gratefully received to defray some of our costs. We thank the planning committee, but especially we thank Esmet Mahmoud for her leadership in planning all of this before she left for Egypt, and her daily communication from Egypt until yesterday. And she left this in the able hands of her daughter, Sally, who is doing a fantastic job, and we're grateful. We're also very grateful for the hospitality and the generous and warmth welcome we always receive here at the UU. And I'd like to invite Reverend Virginia to come forward and add her voice.
I do just want to welcome you all to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Monmouth County. We are blessed to have you all here today. Your presence makes this beautiful space even more sacred and special to us all. May the dialogue that ensues and this dance and music and celebration just bring us to that very special place of gratitude in our hearts. Welcome.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine. This little light. Let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. This little light. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. This little light will shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, let it shine. Oh, let it shine. Let it shine. Shine over the world.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's so nice to be back here again. This is our 13th time for the 13th annual United We Sing. We always like to open with a short little prayer, and the two pieces that we're singing today, sharing with you, are taken directly from the Baha'i writings. And one of the things my name's Patty White, I'm with the Daystar Choir. One of the things that always brings me joy at this event is to see the beautiful diversity of the human race here. This is Baha'u'llah's vision for mankind, that we all come together in harmony and joy to celebrate the diversity of mankind. O God, our Lord, we sing thy praise, bear witness to thy sanctity, and implore fervently the heaven of thy mercy, to make us lights of guidance, stars shining above the horizons of eternal glory amongst mankind, and to teach us a knowledge which proceedeth from thee. Ya Baha'u'llah Pa.
many strings. Okay, ready?
Blessed is the spot, and the house, and the place, and the city, and the heart, and the mountain, and the refuge, and the cave, and the valley, and the land, and the sea, and the island, and the meadow, where mention of God hath been made, and his praise glorified. Blessed is the spot, and the house, and the place, and the city, and the heart, and the mountain, and the refuge, and the cave, and the valley, and the land, and the sea, and the island, and the meadow, where mention of God hath been made, and his praise glorified. Blessed is the spot, and the house, and the place, and the city, and the heart, and the mountain, and the refuge, and the cave, and the valley, and the land, and the sea, and the island, and the meadow, where mention of God hath been made, and his praise
Good evening or afternoon to everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank MCWRET for organizing this event annually, and it's absolutely wonderful to perform here and hear the different art forms of the various faiths, and it's just a pleasure to be here all the time. So I'm Priyanka Kasbakar, and I will be singing two pieces. The first piece is on Lord Rama. So before I sing, I wanted to give you a little bit of a background. So in Hinduism, Lord Vishnu is known as the preserver of life, and today I'll be singing a song on Lord Ram, who is a reincarnation of Lord Vishnu, and he was born to help human beings in a time of need. So a true devotee to Lord Ram was Tulsidas, and Tulsidas was a poet, and his mission was to spread his spiritual love of Lord Ram to others. So this song just depicts Lord Ram. And the second piece is a peace chant, and I'll need your help with that when the time comes. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana Harana Bhava Vayadarunam Navakanjalochana Kanjamukha Karakanja Pada Kanjarunam Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Kandarpa Aganita Amita Chavi Navanila Nirada भज दीनबन्धु दिनेश दानव दैत्यवंश निकन्दनं रघुनन्द आनन्द कन्द कौसलचन्द दशरथनन्दनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणम् स्थिरमुकुटकुण्डलतिलकचारु उदार अङ्ग विभूषणम् अजानुभुज शरचापधर सङ्ग्रामजित खरदूषणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणम् इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेषमुनि मनरञ्जनं मम हृदयकञ्ज निवास कुरु कामादिखलतलगञ्जनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं नवकञ्ज लोचन कञ्ज मुख करकञ्ज पद कञ्जारुणं श्रीराम 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 श्रीराम. So for the second part, the words are Om Shanti Om. So they're simple. And I'll sing a verse and then you guys can sing right after me, if that's possible. Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you.
And I guess I was asked to give an interfaith talk, and I think I'll just start by telling you briefly about my story. I was raised here in America, but my family's from Egypt, and even though I was born here, I was raised kind of shuttling back between the two countries. My family's Muslim, so that's the faith that I was raised in, and at some point in my life, I was very religious. I even wore a headscarf for a time because I was very deep into my faith and my practice. And a series of things occurred, and I started to drift away from my faith. And today I would say that I believe in all faiths. Right? I think that any spiritual tradition that allows you to connect to your higher power and to your truth is one that works for you, right? And that's a beautiful thing. I think there are many paths to attain that truth, that awakening, or just that peace, whatever you'd like to call it. And for me today, it's important that I maintain a daily practice. You know, I do my best to start every day with prayer and meditation and to end my days that way as well. And when I find myself throughout the day perplexed, confused, or maybe just the mind chatter is getting really loud and it's starting to say some silly things to me, I try to pray and meditate then as well. And sometimes I use mantras, and I use them from different faiths as well. And it's been an interesting journey for me, and I think also for my family more so, because you know they and I think this is probably not something unique to my family. When there's a family that's steeped in a particular faith tradition, sometimes it's hard for them to see a member kind of drift away. And today, you know, I honor them, I honor their tradition, and I partake when appropriate, and especially, you know, when I'm there, I pray with them. At holidays, I make sure I make time to spend time with them, because I think it's important for me to honor them, to stay committed and an active member of their lives and their traditions. But it's also important for me to honor myself. And so I guess I would encourage anyone out there that's still exploring to keep exploring, right? To listen to your own inner guidance. But I do also believe in the benefit that comes from a depth of practice, right? And a discipline of practice, and whether it's in a faith or a spiritual practice or in anything. Because oftentimes it's easy to, you know, kind of encounter something that makes one look at oneself in a way that brings to light something that's maybe a little bit ugly, right? You know, whether it's jealousy or insecurity or anger. And so, you know, then we just kind of walk away and look for something else. And so I guess find that balance, right, between being open to all things that speak to you and also having the courage to go deeper into something that allows you to truly look at yourself and to do the hard work that allows you to be a more present being for yourself and really for others, right? I find today that service to others is what really brings me my peace. And when I can get out of my own way and think of others first before I think of myself, then all that nonsense, all that mind chatter starts to quiet down on its own. So, you know, today I'm just really honored and blessed to be here, to have been asked to share with you a little bit of my story and my experience, my journey. And I'm really loving what I saw and heard so far, and I'm excited to see and hear more. And thank you all for sharing your faith and your expressions with one another and with me.
Good afternoon. Hi. It's so great to see all of you again for the 13th year. We've been here 13 years. My name is Sandra Dow. I'm the director of the Praise Dancers of Allen Chapel, Asbury Park. It's a privilege being here again. We are few in number. This evening we have 3 girls and 2 young gentlemen. However, the other ones, they're working, and we just have to move on. And I noticed outside in the hallway the pictures. These girls are really growing up. They're this little. So if you get a chance, go out there and see them. There's 2 of them that are here. Their pictures are out there, and they are really growing up. So at this time, they will be dancing to Victory in Jesus' name.
If you're looking for the victory today,
Good afternoon. My name is Steve Peckman. So, representing the musical experience of Temple Beth Miriam in Elberon, New Jersey. We have not been here each of the 13 years, but we have probably charter members and have been here the majority of the years, and coming up here with a variety of ensembles through the years. I'm previously the director of the children's choir, and like Ms. Dow, other engagements and colleges and stuff like that have taken those kids and busied their schedules otherwise and not allowed them to be here today. And so my partner in crime here today is Mr. Michael Topper, whose name is not in the Michael will be making his bar mitzvah in next year, so he's not quite 13. So he was definitely not here at the first United BC. We were supposed to be a trio, but we had a guitarist go down with a finger injury to minor finger injury. So we're a duo today. We're going to do a new arrangement today of a song called Mi Kamocha. The song is based on the liturgy of Mi Kamocha. The way we're going to do it today is more of the American folk tradition of Judaism, which started in the 60s and 70s. So this is more of a modernly written tune than a traditional tune, as we've done in the past. Because of the very unique instrumentation of soprano sax and violin, taking a little bit different of approach to the song, more of a spiritual feel. So let me just talk a little bit about Mi Kamocha. The Mi Kamocha prayer is in every Jewish prayer service, and the Mi Kamocha prayer, Mi Kamocha literally translates to "who is like you," and particularly Mi Kamocha is were the words spoken when during the Exodus, when the Jews were previously enslaved and on their exodus to freedom, that crossing the Red Sea at the time. And so those are the words of crossing the Red Sea, and when the sea parted and the Jewish people walked on through. And so that's the song is really central to, and the prayer in the song is really central to freedom and deliverance, and the celebration thereof, and who is like the Almighty. So the particular song is called "Standing at the Sea," and here we go.
Singing and dancing, me kamoka. Singing and dancing, me kamoka. Singing and dancing, me kamoka. Freedom's on its way.
Freedom, 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 freedom's on its way. They're coming up behind me, they're coming up behind me, Kamoka, they're coming up behind me, Kamoka, freedom's on its way. The sea sheep parts me, Kamoka, the sea sheep parts me, Kamoka, the sea sheep parts me, Kamoka, freedom on its way. Help me out. Freedom, 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 freedom's on its way. Beautiful. Walking through the water, me Kamoka. Walking through the water, me Kamoka. Walking through the water, me Kamoka. Feeling's on its way. We're on the other side, me Kamoka. We're on the other side, me Kamoka. We're on the other side, me Kamoka. Freedom's on its way. Freedom, freedom, me Kamoka, bound no more. Me Kamoka, bound no more. Freedom's on its way. One God, me Kamoka. One God, me Kamoka. One God, me Kamoka. Freedom's on its way. Last time. Freedom, 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 freedom's on its way.
Okay, Jai Jinendra. My name is Moksha, and this is my sister Yaksha, if you can see her. So in Jainism, we greet each other by saying Jai Jinendra, which means that every soul is equal, and we all have the equal amount of strength, power, and capability. So all living beings can get rid of their sins and attain moksha by following the leaders and the teachings of their leaders, obviously. And Mahavir was the last prophet of Jainism, and he proved his path was right by attaining moksha or salvation himself.
The dance we are performing celebrates the birth of Mahavir. All the souls in the birth of Mahavir, all the souls in the universe, including the heavenly beings, animals, hellish beings, and humans, are celebrating this auspicious day. Thank you, and we hope you like our performance.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is going to be a performance from the Sikh religion, sometimes also pronounced Sikh. The actual pronunciation is Sikh, S-I-K-H. The Sikh religion is a little more than 500 years old. It originated in the northern part of India. And the founder of the religion, his name was Guru Nanak. It was only last Sunday that we celebrated his birthday, which is a major holiday of our religion. Today's performance is going to be a hymn from our holy book. And this hymn is a very special hymn. It is actually sung as a prologue to the Sikh prayer. All the Sikh services end with a very special prayer, and before everyone gets up and says the prayer, this particular hymn is sung as a kind of a preparation for the actual prayer itself. As is true in most Oriental religions, meditation plays a very big role in the Sikh religion. The performance today will start with a meditation. In the Sikh religion, meditation is often accompanied by the repeated saying of the Lord's name. And after that meditation, we would shift into the singing of the hymn itself. The hymn is in fact also a way to uplift the audience into a higher form of meditation. And that is true with most of the singing in the Sikh religion. It is an aid for people to attain a higher level of a meditative state. So I will give you a translation of the hymn that is going to be sung today. And I also have copies of the translation. So if you are interested and want to follow it along, please welcome. Take one of them. I'm not sure if we have one for every single person, but we have quite a few copies. I will, however, translate it one time here for you before we get into the performance. So the prayer goes this way. You are our master. To you I offer this humble prayer. This body and soul are all your belonging. You are our mother and father, and we are your children. In your grace, we experience ultimate peace. No one knows your infinite vastness. O highest of the high, most generous God, the whole creation is strung on your thread. That which has come from you is in your will. You alone know your existence and vastness. Nanak, O Nanak, I am your slave, and I forever surrender to you. The performers today are Arshleen Kaur. She's going to be on the harmonium. She's 9 years old. And on the tabla, which is the kind of Indian drum, we have Amrit Pal Singh. They're both young learners in their art, and actually this is the first time that both of them are playing in front of a large audience. I told them that this is one of the most friendliest audiences they can get. So thank you very much.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
Namaste, one and all. I'm Divya Ashwin, and we have here today 3 little dancers, Sahana Ashwin, Anusha Karthik, and Nandini Harish. They will be performing an Indian classical piece called Bharatanatyam that was originated in the southern part of India, and they will be performing today for a small Hindu hymn in praise of Lord Ganesha, the elephant god, whom we believe is the remover of all impediments. Hope you will like it. Thank you.
गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि ग्रन्थगीताय ग्रन्थगेयाय ग्रन्थान्तरात्मने गीतलीनाय गीताश्रयाय गीतवाद्यपटवे गेयचरिताय गायकवराय गन्धर्वप्रियकृते गायकाधीन विग्रहाय गङ्गाजलप्रणयवते प्रणयाय गौरी प्रवणाय गौरभावाय धीमहि गो सहस्राय गोवर्धनाय गोपगोपाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
most privileged spot standing here because I see smiles, smiles and smiles, miles of smiles, and I have the biggest one inside me besides on my face. It's so fascinating that you talked about Ganesh because I promised myself I would not get nervous, and actually I give myself an A. I've done really well. But just before I left, I said to my husband, oh, there's this, and there's that, and there's this, and he said, just think of Ganesh. And I said, why? And he said, remover of barriers, and there you go. I'm not going to point to any specific people because this to me is family, and I want to thank every single person here for being here with us. I just want to remark that I came in and and nothing was kind of set up or blah, 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 and whoever came in, just like true family, before you knew it, tablecloths were out, dishes were set up, things were being prepared. So thank you, family, for being here. One or two of the quickest announcements. One is the people who will have all this splendid food out for us. We're getting a little bit nervous, probably not necessarily, but I'm going to ask you to take little samplings of things so we make sure that everybody has tasted all the delicious food because we've had a remarkable turnout. And be frugal with paper goods too, please. You probably know this, but this is done every year, free of charge to anybody, but even of the smallest donations that you give do help put this together. And as soon as our dancers are done, they are going to lead us out. I guess you'll signal to us when, yeah, you'll make it clear. Okay, so they will make it clear, and then our job is to follow them to the feast.
Good evening. And happy Thanksgiving to one and all. So I'm Dr. Carol Penn. I'm glad that we're about to prepare for the feast. So you've been enjoying the performers and the presentations. Now it's your turn to get involved and to participate. So you've been sitting. Let's have everyone, if you'd like to, raise your arms up, take a nice big breath, big stretch. Beautiful. Take a second one. Get some energy up. Prepare all those wonderful calories. Delicious food. Beautiful. So now, core of fire and giving voice and roots and wings are going to just stir up the energy in here. So we're going to dance you out. The song is Ishe Olowa. It's from Nigeria, the Yoruba, and it means what God has made cannot be destroyed. So wonderful, that's the phrase, Ishe Olowa. As the dance and the music flows, at some point you'll see cork go into spontaneous movement. And we invite you, if you feel so moved, get up and move right in your seats. Move your head, wave your arms. However, at one point we're going to come down the stairs. And if a core dancer reaches and grabs for you, please stand up and dance with us. Dance with that dancer. The advantage to the people dancing in the aisles as we lead you out is you'll be first in line for the reception. So keep that in mind. So musicians, are we ready? Yes, we are. Dancers, are we ready? Yes, we are. Thank you. All right.